Hello viewers, you're watching my channel Mechanical Zone. I hope you must be enjoying the videos and you must be learning something from that. So don't forget to like and share my videos and subscribe to my channel, which will motivate me to make more videos or more informative things. So let us start with this video. In this, I will discuss the basic concepts of linear motion. Already I had posted a video related to linear motion, but after that I got a few requests from my students to in order to give few basic concepts related to linear motion. So that is why I'm here with this video. First of all, getting into linear motion, we will discuss what is linear motion and linear motion belongs to which part and what are the basic quantities or physical quantities that are involved in linear motion. So let us start with this. First of all, linear motion is a part of dynamics, or dynamics is the part of mechanics or engineering mechanics. So I can define dynamics here. I can define dynamics as the branch of engineering mechanics which deals with forces and their effect upon the bodies in motion. So always remember, when we are analyzing various factors like velocity, acceleration, displacement, force, these are called as dynamics analysis. Here body is in motion. It may start a motion or it may end a motion, but the body must be in motion. So it can be explained in two categories. Which thing? Dynamics can be explained in two categories. So we can broadly classify dynamics into two categories. They are, first is your kinematics, second is your kinetics. We'll go to it one by one. So what is kinematics and kinetics? Kinematics means in this you are doing dynamics analysis and you are considering various factors, but you are not considering force. That means you are here the force is not considered in kinematics, but you consider all things, and the body is having having external forces on it, but you are not considering the forces. You are doing only analysis of different factors like your acceleration, velocity, displacement, time, those factors. So what are the kinematics analysis? That is your equations of motions. Equations of motion is the part of kinematic analysis. Then come to your kinetics. It is another thing, another part of dynamics, where you do analysis of dynamics using force. Forces are considered over here. You do the same thing, and you analyze various factors or various physical quantities like your acceleration, velocity, momentum, time, but here you consider force. Example is Newton's law of motions. Newton's laws of motions, D'Alembert's principle. These are the few examples of kinetics. So we got the basic idea what is dynamics, what is kinematics, and what is kinetics. After that, we will discuss about linear motion. I can say in linear motion, we will mostly deal with kinematics. So before knowing what is linear motion, we will discuss few parameters of linear motions or few terms that are used in linear motion. What are they? They are terms, can say terms of linear motion. I am denoting it as LL. Speed. Speed is defined as the change in displacement. Change in displacement to or with respect to time. So it is defined as speed. Remember, speed is independent of time, so independent of direction. So speed is a scalar quantity. Remember, speed is a scalar quantity. But while your vector velocity is a vector quantity, that is the basic difference between speed and velocity. Velocity is similar, that is change in displacement with respect to time, but it is dependent upon while we consider the direction. Consider the direction. In case of velocity, we consider a direction. That means it is having both magnitude and direction, which means it is a vector quantity. So these are few basics which once the basics are clear, you will get a clear idea about the larger concept or bigger aspect. Then comes to your second last term, which is acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity with respect to time. Again, it is having the direction and it is a vector quantity. So in case of acceleration, acceleration is positive, or I can say acceleration is positive acceleration if the velocity increases. Acceleration is negative or negative acceleration, or negative acceleration is also defined as retardation if the velocity decreases. Remember this. So these are few terms which are going to use, which we are going to use, and few other terms are there, but that are displacement. That is the distance travel, or I can say shortest distance travel. This displacement is the shortest distance traveled in a particular direction. So the basic difference between distance and displacement is displacement is a vector quantity as it is dependent upon the direction, whereas distance is the scalar quantity. It is not at all dependent upon the direction. So after that we have time, that is the sequence of event in which the event has been carried out, that is time. After that we will go to linear motion. Linear motion means it is the part of your dynamics analysis in which the body is moving in a straight line. The body is moving in a straight line under the action of force. Body is moving in a straight line under the action of forces. We define linear motion like this. So we can easily, in order to, or I can say in order to analyze linear motion, we have divided motion into three categories. So what are they? Or I can say there are three types of linear motions. They are constant or uniform velocity motion. Second, uniform acceleration motion. Last but not the least is variable acceleration motion. So in this video we will discuss these two types of motion. That first one is constant or uniform velocity motion, second one is your uniform acceleration motion. So what is the basic difference between the uniform velocity motion and uniform acceleration motion, or I can say uniform accelerated motion? Um, Always remember, try to simplify the things and make it as simpler. When you simplify things, it becomes easier to remember and easier to express also. So that is why when you are discussing linear motion, always try to categorize the linear motion into three categories. These are the three categories. First is your constant velocity motion or uniform velocity motion. Second one is your uniform accelerated motion. Third one is your variable accelerated motion. So what is uniform velocity motion? In case of your uniform velocity motion, your velocity is constant. So let us write it here and I will discuss. Uniform velocity motion. In case of uniform velocity motion, your velocity is constant. But then what will happen to your acceleration? Acceleration will be, acceleration is a change in velocity, change in velocity with respect to change in time. So that will be 0, as there is no change in velocity, because the velocity is constant. So whatever is your initial velocity, that will be your final velocity. Then it is called as uniform velocity motion, and uniform velocity motion has acceleration as 0. So in this case, you will only find the displacement or velocity or time. That means velocity is equal to displacement by time. This is simple. Velocity is equal to displacement by time. That means the display distance covered by the body within t time interval, that is the velocity. No other formulas are there for this. This is uniform velocity motion. Then comes to your uniform acceleration motion, which is the most important type of motion, where you will get the equations of motion in form uniform acceleration motion. In case of uniform acceleration motion, your acceleration is constant. As I said, uniform acceleration motion means acceleration is constant. As you know, we always denote acceleration by small a. Oh, I'll discuss later on. Uniform acceleration motion, where acceleration is constant. That means your acceleration is not at all varying with respect to time. So what are the examples of uniform acceleration motion? When a body is moving with constant acceleration, when you throw something in air, that is constant acceleration motion. When a body is having free fall, that is a constant acceleration motion. These are the few examples of constant acceleration motion. So here we will discuss different formulas which we will use, or equations of motions which we will derive from uniform acceleration motion. Before that, let us define the define the things, define the values which we will write. First, small s as the displacement, then u is initial velocity, v is final velocity. As there is a change in velocity, so we need to define two types of velocity, that is initial velocity and final velocity. A is the acceleration. You all must be knowing its unit. Displacement is in meter, as I am defining in SI unit. Initial velocity in meter per second, final velocity in meter per second, acceleration in meter per second square. Then T is the time. So these are the notation which we are going to use while we will discuss equations of motion. For that, we know how we will define equations of motion. Before that, what we know? We know that our velocity is the change in displacement by time. This is not the v, that is not the final velocity, that is the velocity. That is the definition of velocity. Then acceleration is equals to change in velocity by time. When you are having a constant or uniform acceleration motion, that means your acceleration is not going to change. That means I can write acceleration as a change in velocity is how much the velocity has changed, my v minus u, that is final velocity minus initial velocity, and the time taken in order to increase in velocity from u to v is t. So let us consider this is point A, this is point B, in which the body has traveled. Here body has traveled with uniform acceleration motion. Here the velocity was u, here the velocity was v, the time taken was t, acceleration was a, and the displacement is s. We will derive the equations of motion for this. So to multiply a with t with a, at is equals to v minus u. So v is equals to u plus at. This is the first equation of motion. We got the value as v is equals to u plus at. That is the first equation of motion. Let us go to the second part. We know displacement, or I can say velocity equals to change in displacement by time. So velocity is equals to change in displacement. Initially the displacement was 0. Finally the final displacement is s. The change in displacement is equals to s minus 0 by time taken is t. But in case of velocity, we have two different types of velocity. One is your initial velocity and another one is your final velocity, and your velocity has increased in uniform manner. So what we will do, we will put the value of average velocity over here, as in order to get this value of s, the velocity which has been utilized is the average velocity. So our average velocity will be initial velocity plus final velocity divided by 2, which will be equals to s by t. Then you do the multiplication part. S by t is equals to u plus v by 2. This is equals to, or I can write it as u by 2 plus v by 2. S is equals to u t by 2 and v t by 2. Put the value of v over here. From the first equation you have got the value of v is equals to u plus at into t divided by 2. So open the equations. Ut by 2 plus ut plus at square by 2. I can write this as ut by 2 again ut by 2 plus at square by 2. When I open this part, I will get this. So what is next is equals to ut by 2 plus ut by 2 is ut plus half t square. This is the second equation of motion. So after getting second equation of motion, we will go to the third equation of motion. In second, we got the value of displacement. After that, we will discuss the third, or we will derive the third equation of motion from the time taken. That is, our first equation of motion is equals to v is equals to u plus at. So t is equals to v minus u by a. And in the initial part of the equation of motion, second equation of motion, you got that v plus average velocity. Let me write it again. Average velocity is equals to s by t, and the value of average velocity is equals to v plus u by 2. Here you multiply t over here is equals to s, then put the value of t, this value of t, this value over here, you will get v plus u by 2 into v minus u by a is equals to s, which you know a plus b whole into a minus b is a square minus b square. This formula we are using. A square minus b square is equals to a plus b whole into a minus b. Here v plus u whole into v minus u, which will be v square minus u square is equals to 2a is equals to s. So v square minus u square is equal to 2as. This is the third equation of motion. These are the three equations of motion. They are, let us brief it or conclude it. V is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square, v square minus u square is equals to 2as. These are the third three equations of motion in case of your uniformly accelerated motion. That means your acceleration is constant over here. You will have the change in velocity over here, and these are the kinematics analysis. As I said, as no force consideration is involved, that doesn't mean that force is not getting applied. We are not at all considering the force over here in this analysis. So hope you must have learned something from this. So don't forget to like and share my videos and to subscribe my channel. In the next video, we will discuss variable acceleration motion and few numericals or few problem solving methods of variable or uniform acceleration motion and variable acceleration motion. Till then, thank you everyone. Hope we will meet soon.